Welcome back to the channel, guys. Gonna break to you some stories that I have been following throughout the day. As we know, yes, the main headline of today, we're at new all-time highs, guys. But told you this was coming last night. I expected the move to happen during the nighttime, but we got to see it bright and early during the day. So that's great. But what's also great is HBAR, Stellar, and Internet Computer Protocol, guys. Starting with this tweet from the Definity Foundation. Now, it doesn't look like much, but let me explain it to you. Thank you to the 567,000 viewers who watched our startup panel at the Chinese Youth Cloud Summit. This panel covered how Chinese developers are using Internet Computer Blockchain to build out Web3, featuring guests from Stanford, UC Berkeley, alongside Definity. Guys, this tweet in itself means a lot, and the fact that it came out at 11:11 a.m. Perfect timing. But this tweet means a lot, guys, because it takes a lot of clearance to get this type of recognition over there. We already know why. We are familiar with the landscape. This is very strong for ICP, guys. So I've just been scanning Chinese media sources, seeing what I can find. And yes, it is true that this panel occurred because, see, another thing that they do over there that's quite unique, when they have events like this centered around certain cryptos, they publicize it. They put it to media, VeChain, for example. So this was very positive for ICP and the Definity Foundation, guys. And we're also going to look at the technicals for ICP as well, guys, because like the thumbnail alluded, I think they're getting ready to go, guys. So you can kind of look at this as a predictions video, if you will. I don't really do them, but hey, I'm feeling bullish right now, and I hope you are too, guys. We're in all-time highs. It's the season. It's that season now. But XLM Bulls, they target 60 cent as the new price target. Now, this I humbly agree with. A lot of it comes from the recent partnership with the Canadian Central Bank to build the central bank digital currency, or stablecoin, if you will, on Stellar Lumens. But we're going to take a look at the charts to see the setup that I'm looking at that may push us a little bit further than 60 cent, guys. But we're going to focus right now on HBAR's recent development, okay? Because they have a very heavy focus on ESG. If you don't know what ESG, that is environmental standard governance standards, okay? Pretty much. The agenda that's being put forth globally that corporations and institutions have to abide by, okay? Certain governance standards that are more carbon efficient, energy efficient, and so forth and so on, guys. But HBAR has just announced the first open source reference implementation of something they call IWA Voluntary Ecological Markets, or VEM standards. This framework includes a policy engine for creating digital monitoring, reporting, and verification with an auditable and discovery link to ESG assets such as carbon emissions, carbon offsets, renewable energy certificates, or conservation tokens following the species threat abatement and restoration metric. So this is going to essentially provide a way for people who wish to work with HBAR, a way to also be compliant with ESG standards, which is on the global narrative right now, guys. That is being talked about all the time. But it goes on to state that the outcome of this implementation is that any project built on Hedera will be able to quickly develop an ESG asset that enables a policy-driven approach for defining projects like a carbon removal following a scientific methodology and the required auditable data for specific attributes such as the vintage year, geography, additionality, durability, and leakage, guys. Now, this calls to mind a project from the Hedera ecosystem in the form of Dovu. Okay. Now, there's not much out about Dovu right now, but their focus is the environment. They're very environmentally focused project, guys. So might want to take a look into that a little bit more. But let's go over and look at these charts really quick, guys. I want to show you these setups, starting with, of course, HBAR, because HBAR is getting ready to rock. Okay, and I know you can see it right here, guys. Look at that. 3 straight green candles. This is on the daily. We had a huge wick up to 41 cent, almost 42. So you can expect that to be the next stopping point. We'll see 42 cents, hopefully by tonight, maybe into tomorrow. But like I said in my video from last night, guys, when Bitcoin performs like this is when the rest of the market, you can even tell by Litecoin, up 8% back over $200. That's crazy. Haven't seen that in a while. But on the daily, guys, we also have a nice contraction forming. We're already on the top side of the moving average. So that just shows to me there's about to be a squeeze. There's about to be a strong squeeze, guys. So not financial advice, but I would advise having a position if you don't already, guys. We're not even going to take a look at the weekly because the rest of this week is going to look pretty much similar, guys. Yeah, and that just indicates it there by all of the room that we have up top, guys. So this could go, yeah, like I mentioned before, all the way up to 50 cents. We could definitely see a 50 cents H bar with Bitcoin moving the way that it's moving. But let's take a look at what ICP is doing, guys, on the daily. Now, when it comes to ICP, I'm kind of cautious, but at the same time, I'm very, very excited because of this chart up here. You can tell that we broke above that moving average and we have the momentum as well as the contractions forming right there too. So looking back down at this main chart here, once we break $48, we'll call it $48, guys. Well, just to be safe, we need to see $50. We get to $50 ICP, guys. Next stop, 60s, in the high 60s. Now, like I said in the video last night, what often happens is that Bitcoin rises, goes crazy, brings a lot of attention to the market, and then people start buying the lower priced assets. Okay. Now, what I've also seen is the effect of the developments from the year. That is another reason why I believe Q4 is always so exciting, guys, is because all of the momentum, all of the information, and the developments have been built up over the year. So if people come in January, they've been accumulating all year and anticipating these things, and people have been hearing things throughout the summer and so forth and so on. It's such a strange biome, strange energy that this crypto market presents, guys. But taking a look at Stellar Lumens, guys, because this is quite frankly the nicest setup that I've seen. We have a very clean springboard action. We have contractions forming right there. Last time we saw this, we watched this progress over the week through September for Bitcoin, and we saw what happened there, guys. See where we are now. Now, the article we read, I'm going to bring this out a little bit more here. Scoot that one, move that out the way. But the article that we read, guys, they indicated 60 cents. Now, just judging by how Stellar moves, it will see 60 cents definitely, but it's gonna take some time. Okay, let me get this reset here. That's pretty. That's beautiful. It's gonna take some time, like I said, but you can definitely see it's forming. But last time we looked at the weekly for Stellar, guys, we still had these two straight lines here. So that's a channel forming. I want to see more of a broadening, like wedge coming out of there. But however, that's still good, guys, because we have the momentum from the rest of the market. Now, the bands are indicating some stopping pressure around 48 to 50 cents. But just due to market dynamics, guys, I'm at this moment right now, over the next few days, depending on how Bitcoin behaves, that's how I'm looking at the rest of the markets, guys, because like I said, when I was here before, oh boy, yeah, VeChain in particular. I did a lot of things with VeChain at the beginning of this year, guys. That was my largest bag going into 2021. And I'll tell you, coming in at 2 cents and leaving at a quarter, that was very nice. That was very nice, guys. But charts looking good, guys, especially for XLM, HBAR, and ICP, guys. Felt it justified because as I was doing my digging, I was discovering it was mainly this here that motivated, bringing all these stories to your attention, guys. But later today, I got a big announcement that's coming from Abra. It's dealing with Cardano. Moment is finally here, guys. Those who know, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you stick around for that. But as far as this video goes, that's all I got for you. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any further updates. And if you want to get in contact with me directly, of course, links will be down in the description. And don't forget, Abra still is running that rewards, guys, $25 and free CPRX. Links will be in the description. Make sure you get in before November 15th, man. This is an airdrop opportunity. Okay, I'm going to be sharing this with you guys until the airdrop, mainly because of the airdrop opportunity. It's free crypto. Who doesn't love free crypto? So, with all that being said, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you dearly for coming back. And I'll see you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see y'all in the next.